welcome all our viewers to today's edition of Money Moves. I am Melissa Enoch, live here at the FMDQ studios.
And I am Grace Agbaragu. It's Tuesday, the 2nd of September. We thank you for joining us on the show.
All right, then let's tee off in Uganda. Uganda is hosting the Development Finance Summit in Kampala. The conference brings together global leaders to explore national development banks' role in financing industrial growth, agriculture, SMEs, and green investments to drive Africa's transformation. Let's take a listen.
For national development banks, they play a cross-cutting role because they are expected to provide finance which drives investment in different sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, services, among others. The Office of the Prime Minister coordinates government programs and monitors the implementation. It has therefore full visibility of key challenges facing different regions and populations. There are significant development challenges facing rural population, especially those relying on agriculture as a source of livelihood. African farmers do not use productivity-enhancing inputs such as fertilizers, improved seeds, and irrigation. They do not use them largely because they don't have access to affordable financing to enable them purchase these inputs. National development banks in Africa should help in closing this gap.
In corporate news, Indian billionaire businessman Sunil Mittal has reportedly tipped Citibank of the United States to arrange plans to float the initial public offering of Airtel Money in 2026. Bloomberg News reports on Tuesday that meetings via a private roadshow is scheduled for this week in Dubai to prepare the market for the IPO of Airtel Money, a unit of Airtel Africa, which is listed on both London and the Nigerian exchange. In central banking news, Abdel Latif Jouari, Wali of Bank Al Maghrib, has been ranked among the world's top central bank governors in the 2025 Central Banker Report Cards published by Global Finance magazine. Jouari received an A rating, making Bank Al Maghrib the only Arab institution to earn this distinction. The report assesses 101 governors worldwide, including those from the European Union, the Eastern, Caribbean, and several African nations, recognizing leaders who deliver results with independence, discipline, and strategic foresight. In corporate earnings, Morocco's OCP Group, the world's largest exporter of phosphates and fertilizers, has posted a strong half-year result for 2025. The company reported revenues of 30.57 billion dirhams, about $3 billion, a 29% jump from the same period last year. Revenues stood at 52.17 billion dirhams, up 21% from a year earlier. OCP says the growth was driven by high global fertilizer prices and strong demand in key markets such as Brazil and Argentina. Still on earnings, Shoprite Holdings has reported full year 2025 results with diluted headline earnings per share up 15.8% to 13.67 Rand compared to 11.80 Rand a year earlier. Group sales from continuing operations rose 8.6% to 252.7 billion Rand, driven by a 9.5% increase in supermarkets, South Africa. Shoprite and USAVE stores delivered 5.9% sales growth, while the Checkers chain surged 13.8%. Operations across the rest of Africa saw sales up 6.4%. The retailer declared a final dividend of 4.96 Rand per share. CEO Peter Engelbert said selling inflation was held below 2% through strong promotional activity. In regulatory news, the Central Bank of Egypt has issued new governance and internal control regulations for payment system operators and service providers in line with Law Number 194 of 2020. The move aims to strengthen oversight and support the growth of the country's electronic payments sector. The guidelines set out board structure, executive responsibilities, and require independent functions for audit, compliance, and risk management. They also introduce strict fit and proper criteria for key officials who must obtain CBE approval before appointment. Institutions have 1 year to comply with the new framework. This follows the central bank's June 2025 licensing rules, which require payment operators to regularize their status by June 2026. Finally, on News Now this Tuesday, the FMDQ Next 2025 Summer Camp Training in Financial Markets, Products and Services, as well as simulated trading for primary and secondary school students was concluded on Friday. The training program in financial literacy had more than 100 students in attendance at the FMDQ headquarters in Lagos in the month of August. Frontier Africa reports executive editor Bosing Omofaye sat down in an interview chat with 3 of the secondary school participants at the end of the program to share their experiences. Let's take a listen.
It's good to share some experiences with you, what you learned over the last 1 month. Let me start with you, Simisola. Tell me, what are some of the things you learned?
Okay, I learned the different types of financial securities, so stocks, bonds, derivatives, commodities, etc. And I also learned insider-ish tips and tricks to trading in the FX markets.
Interesting. What about you, Angela Lua?
Okay, I learned about financial participants. Okay, so we have issuers, investors, issuing houses, and more. And I also learned how to trade in the FX market too.
Everybody's mentioning FX. Okay. Tiluanimi?
Well, me, I learned about FMDQ Group, PLC, and their subsidiaries and their functions. They really made sure to get it into our schools. We learned about FMDQ Clear, FMDQ Depository, FMDQ Securities Exchange, FMDQ Private Market, and IQX Console Limited. And it was a very enlightening experience.
Do you find those trainings over the last 1 month, do you find them very useful, Simisola?
Yes, definitely. Especially the FX trading, because we also learn how to make profits from it.
Do you find it useful as well, Angela Lua?
I do. It has also given me another option to see like what I want to do in the future.
I'm coming to that in just a second. But I'm sure, Tiluanimi, in terms of the depth of what the FMDQ, I'm sure you have more than one lecturer, so to speak, who spoke with you.
We had maybe up to
6,
5.
Yeah, maybe 5, 6.
It was the people who they taught us their specialty, just so that they give us a really good foundation on the topics, and they make sure that we got the best of whatever they were teaching.
Okay, so now the summer camp is ended. You want to go back to school. Do you think some of the trainings you've gotten here at the FMDQ summer camp could be useful in the classroom? Let me start with you, Simi, on that.
So I'm required to take business studies, and business has to do with money. So I think there could be places where it could be useful. Like, for example, we learned something that I had already learned in school. So yeah, I think it might help a bit.
Are there some practical areas from what you learned, Angela Lua, that you think will be useful in school, in your personal life?
Yes, I do. And that's trading. So and also saving and investment. So it has given me like something to think about, like, okay, I'm going to open like an investment account or another savings account.
Interesting. And what about interactions, Tiluanimi, with others in the class during this summer camp?
It was interesting because not everybody came here with their own volition, but then it was free and they provided everything for us: food, facilities. I mean, the room we're in is air conditioned now, even now, after everybody has gone home in this interview. So the people, I met a lot of different people from different backgrounds. Some people didn't even know how to use a laptop because they didn't have one. I think just like give me an insight into how our backgrounds differentiates, and it just made me really appreciate this FMDQ program more because they are bringing everybody in to better the next generation. So yeah.
So in terms of moving forward, in terms of your what you're thinking about profession you're taking in the future, Simi, would you be thinking about being a chartered accountant, a forex trader, an investment banker, or a licensed dealer?
I don't like math.
You don't like
So,
mathematics?
Even though
Just
I
a
have
little
the
bit like me.
skills, even though I have the skills, I can apply the skills like daily life. Like people trade currencies to travel, for example. So I can apply those skills there, but I don't think I will be applying it as a career.
As a career. But others, of course, this is called financial literacy, isn't it? Angela Loa, isn't that what's it called? Financial literacy.
Yes.
Do you see yourself as someone in the financial market some years down the line?
Not really, but like I might have it as, let's say, a side. So I'm going to trade like foreign currencies, of course, like if I want to travel, and then
Before this program, I was like really fogged up on like, oh shoot, what am I going to do? I have no idea, and I'm in grade 11 already. So what am I going to do now? How am I going to learn a bookie selling industries? Like, what's going on? But now after this program, like I think I could see myself as a chartered accountant, maybe an investment banker,
Stockbroker.
Yeah, it's a possibility right now. After this.
It's very shining. So when school formally resumes in the next couple of days, a week or so, I'm sure you're going back to your schools and have a lot to tell your friends who miss this, isn't it, Tolu?
I think so. I mean, it depends. Well, the whole when I chat to my friends about this, the whole idea of a summer camp in general just put them off. They're like, "Oh, why are you going to a summer camp, bro? You should be enjoying yourself. What's the meaning of this?" I tried to convince them, but they weren't really up to it per se. Some of them were, but like the whole idea of a summer camp in this day and age is not really something to brag about. But for FMDQ,
It's different.
but the fact that it was FMDQ, I feel like I can go back to school. I don't know, with pride, and be like, say, yes, I attended this splendid summer camp, especially since it's free.
Yeah. And all of you's got some certificate of attendance. You want to hold that up? Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll say congratulations to all of you and wish you all the best as you go back to school very soon. Thank you so much, Chulu Animi. It's good to have you here. What's the name of the school?
Lifeboat International High School,
Lagos?
Ibadan.
Ibadan. Oh, interesting. Angela Lu, and you?
Green Spring School.
Lagos?
Yes, Lagos.
All right, thank you. And Simisola?
International school.
British International School, also here in Lagos. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best, and of course, we'll say thank you to your parents who that make that. Actually, I'm sure you say thank you to your parents. You want to say thank you to your parents for making this happen. And are you going to put this somewhere in the living room or in your rooms?
Maybe I can
I
frame
think
it.
my mom is going to take a scan thing and put it in my CV.
In your CV?
Yeah.
I don't have that on my CV yet. You're one step ahead of me. Okay, I wish you all the best.
I am Melissa Enoch, and that is it for News Now. The program returns after with Grace Agbaragu at the Archives Room with the Markets Round. Stick around.
The AFCFTA Secretariat invites you to the 2025 IATF Intra-Africa Trade Fair, which will be held from the 4th to the 10th of September in Algeria. The Intra-Africa Trade Fair is a very important platform for creating opportunities for networking, business connectivity, and exhibition of products and services. The IATF is the marketplace for the AFCFTA. A population of 1.4 billion people with a combined GDP of $3.4 trillion, the AFCFTA is the largest free trade area in the world by number of participating countries. Private sector remains central to the success of the AFCFTA. During this edition of the IATF, we hope to surpass the number of $42 billion of trade deals that was concluded in the last edition in Cairo. We expect to convene over 35,000 delegates and showcase more than 2,000 exhibitors. I invite all of you to come to Algiers, bring your products, bring your goods, bring your services, to exhibit them, to create new opportunities for your businesses, market connectivity. We believe the IATF will offer you the opportunity that you need to scale your business. I look forward to seeing all of you in Algeria. Thank you.
Welcome back to Money Moves, and thank you for sticking with us. Let's now go over to Grace for our markets review. Hello there, Grace.
Hi, Melissa. Now let's track today's trading day, beginning with equities. Here in Nigeria, the NGX All-Share Index closed at a negative, down 0.67%. The BROVM in Abidjan fell 0.04%, while Casablanca's MASI rose 0.33%. And in South Africa, the JSE slipped 0.91%. Let's do a quick round on some of the Pan-African currencies. The rand weakened 1.02% to 17.77 rand per dollar, while the Egyptian pound was almost flat, inching 0.01%. The CFA franc slipped 0.79%, and the Kenyan shilling edged 0.04%. Meanwhile, the Moroccan dirham dropped 0.89%, and the naira depreciated 0.10% to 1,529 naira 38 kobo at the official window. Now let's switch to the commodities data deck, beginning with energy prices. Brent crude rose 0.37% to $68.40 per barrel, while US WTI gained 1.42%. Natural gas fell sharply, down 4.10%, and Arabic gasoline gained 2.28% as of 12:55 GMT. Finally, to soft prices, Cocoa tumbled 4.02% to $7,000, while coffee dropped 4.21%, cotton slipped 0.47%, and sugar declined 1.04%. In contrast, palm oil firmed 1.62% as at 12:59 GMT. And that's our market for today. Over to you, Melissa.
Thank you very much, Grace, for those market updates. And that is it for today's show on Money Moves. From all of us here at the FMDQ studios, we say thank you very much for watching and bye for now.